Hey everybody, Jason here. Welcome back to another installment of Being a Being. Today we are going to talk about a very important tool to have in your being arsenal, and it's one that I think is one of the most important things that we all need to be able to do. Honestly, it's something I personally struggle with, but I am working on it, and I've kind of put some advice together for how to work on it. From what I'm doing, it's helping, and I hope it helps other people. What we're going to talk about is letting things go. It's hard, and it can cause issues if you don't. And if anybody else has any ideas or suggestions on how to do this that I don't mention or talk about and it works for you, please, leave some comments and let us know so that we can all learn one another how to do this. So let's just go into what I've got down for thoughts on this and go from there. So I think if there's nothing else you do with your life, this is a must. You must do this. You must just learn to let it go. Whatever it might be that you're holding on to, let go. For whatever reason, people tend to hang on to everything, and they let the most mundane things get under their skin. And the problem is it's not just one thing that gets under their skin and they hold on to it. It's this little thing, that little thing, this other thing that happens. And then they start to magnify and multiply. And before you know it, you have 5,000 little things under your skin. And the reason this happens is, they don't want to explore what's going on. They think, oh, it'll pass, or I don't have time to feel right now. Any number of excuses that people are good at making. And so what they do is they keep pushing these things down and deep, and then it just keeps getting under their skin. It festers. It's like an emotional gangrene. It rots away at your soul. While on the top level you think you're good emotionally, somewhere down in the subconscious in here, these negative feelings, they're all like looking for one another, and then they find each other, and it's like some cool negative kids club. And then you're stressed and you don't know why. You might be at work and you're reading an email and you send it to the printer, and then next thing you know, you're pushing your cubicle walls over and you're banging your computer on your desk, and there's no real good reason for it other than these things have got under your skin and boiled over. And it's bad for your health too. These feelings of negativity, they're going to eat away at your soul. At night you're going to toss and turn a little bit more each night. You might look for that nightly buzz to make yourself physically feel better, and try to fool your mind into thinking nothing's really bothering you. Oh, maybe if I just have a nightcap, it'll be okay. These feelings will be gone in the morning. And then one morning you wake up and there's bags under your eyes, and you think, it's okay, I'm just a little tired today. And then, the next day comes along and you got a little bit more bags under your eyes, and you repeat, and you're like, I'm just tired. I'll make it up with sleep. And then, a few days, a day turns into a week, turns into a month, turns into a year, and then you find a gray hair, then the next day, and before you know it, you have a full head of gray hair. And then, so what do? Instead of addressing it, you grab your nightcap, you dye your hair, and you just kind of turn into an emotional zombie. You go through the motions, but you really don't notice or care anymore. And it's all because you didn't take a few minutes to let yourself feel, so you could just get it out and let it go. So how do you let it go? I'm sure there's not like an easy instant answer, but the best one I find that works for me is to take the time to let yourself feel. Let your emotions help guide your decisions. Most people say think with your brain and act with your heart. Not me. I say think with your heart and act with your brain. Does it make any sense to have feelings if you don't allow yourself to use them? If you do, you're going to go against what nature's trying to tell you. But by thinking with your heart, you're going to allow your brain to act on those emotions. You're going to be more in tune with what your heart's trying to tell you. and you're going to make better decisions that align with your core. And when you're in alignment with your core, you're more conscious about how things impact you. And when you know how things impact you, you're able to analyze them, react to them, and let the little things go as they happen instead of building up. You kind of become like your own sort of omnipotent being, who knows you and your feelings more than you do? Nobody, you can talk to people about your feelings all you want, but they're not feeling them, so they're not going to be able to think about them in the same capacity that you will, and who's the best person to go to on something other than the subject matter expert? And in this case, you're the subject matter expert of your life and your feelings and your thoughts. So you do have the power to recognize what you're feeling and learn to let it go. You just have to take that 1 minute to stop and, take like a self-analysis of what's going on inside you. When things are bothering you, admit it. Don't say they'll go away. They're not gonna go away. Like I said, they're gonna group together and keep hanging out and boiling over until you just have fits of rage for no reason. You lose sleep. You become numb. It's not worth it. We're here to live our life and enjoy the world and find our passions and follow our dreams. And if we're so weighted down in our soul by these things we can't let go of, we're never going to be able to fly. So take the time to get to know your feelings and think about them once you've let your heart feel them. That's the important thing. Let your heart feel your emotions and then let your brain process them. It's a two-part solution. And that's really been working for me. I'm realizing that once I'm feeling things, why I'm feeling them, and once I know why I'm feeling them, I know how to get over them because I know what's causing them. So it's just that self-analysis and that thought process and just being more aware, Like I've said time and time again, you shape your reality around you, not the other way around. Your emotions are a big part of your reality. And the reality you want to have is up to you. So let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's my advice for you today to be a better being. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click like, subscribe, leave comments. As always, share with friends, and let me know your thoughts. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.